Hi everyone. If you read the Vine article, you saw there was a link to a really great article on Bonhoeffer, one of our Lutheran theologians and a martyr, a great example of faith. One of the things Bonhoeffer was very strong on was this idea of being part of a Christian community. And part of that was structuring each person's day with prayer. So I wanted to just give an example of what he saw a day looking like in the Christian life. And that began with morning prayer, the idea that when we wake up, he said we should have a prayer of praise to offer thanksgiving for a new day, to acknowledge we have a fresh start, a fresh day ahead of us, and to say thank you to the grace of God that we are here, that we have a new day. And simply beginning the day with an openness. Praise gives us an openness to see that each day is a gift, and that does give us a different perspective as we start a new day. So after that, that's how to begin the day, according to Bonhoeffer, with a prayer of praise. At noon, he says we should offer a prayer for strength, because guess what? By the time we make it to noon, we've probably already faced some hardships. We've probably already seen that the day isn't going perfect. We've probably already faced some challenges and disappointments that day. So that fresh start we began with has already maybe gotten a little murky by the time we get to noon. So Bonhoeffer says we should say a prayer for strength, to pray to reorient ourselves back to God, to set our mind back to God, to have a pause in our day, to remind ourselves that the day belongs to God and that we are here as God's servant, and also to realize that we are not in control of the day, but that God is. So prayer for strength is to, again, intentionally let God back into the day and acknowledge that God is in control of your day. Finally, Bonhoeffer says at the end of the day, we should offer a prayer for our needs. This is not just saying me, 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 this is what I need, but as a way of unburdening our mind. And I love that idea, because if you're like me, sometimes at the end of the day, you sit there and think about all the things you didn't do, or the things you did wrong, or maybe all the failures of that day, or just the worries for the next day. When we offer a prayer for our needs, according to Bonhoeffer, when we do that at the end of the day, it's, again, to acknowledge we are not in control and to give that burden back to God. It's a way of clearing our minds before we go to sleep, asking for forgiveness for what we have done and what we have failed to do, and to acknowledge that even as we sleep, as we let go of those burdens, even though we are resting, God is still at work. So I just thought that was really helpful. And Bonhoeffer, writing in the 1930s, still has a way of speaking to us in a very timely fashion now. So again, Bonhoeffer's way to structure the day through prayer, beginning with a morning prayer of praise, a noontime prayer for strength, and an evening prayer for our needs. I hope that is helpful, and I look forward to praying with you in person soon. But until then, I hope this video finds you safe and well, and that we do see each other soon. Bye-bye.